Hello friends, a very warm welcome to Ansarkari. I am Vikas Bhardwaj. Let's continue our understanding where we have left in our last lesson, that is substantive democracy. So do we agree that empowerment and even human development, it is intricately linked with substantive democracy, because substantive democracy is empowering individuals by recognizing their rights, and it is providing opportunities for holistic development. So many ideas are there of that, even tax reforms or bringing new ideas or even promoting MSME. That is the real democratic change. People, when they are able to see that physical infrastructure is making their lives easier. So it is substantive democracy is enabling citizens to actively participate in shaping their own lives. It is giving them ownership and belonging, whether it is uh, Surya, Har Ghar Surya, uh, Ghar Bijli Yojana, by which government wants that solar panels must be promoted, or whether it is about uh, adequate use of fertilizers. So education, healthcare, social welfare, protecting interest of farmers, and so forth. It is actually about enhancing human capabilities and overall well-being. An Indian example is the Right to Education Act of 2009 and the schemes like Ayushman Bharat, which reflect how democracy translates into empowerment through access to education and healthcare. My question to you is that if democracy is truly about empowerment, why do inequalities in education and healthcare still persist in India despite such initiatives? Do write back in more than 150 words. Now let's see a word called social cohesion. Very important, and social inclusion. Social cohesion. When we speak about India as a plural country, as you have read in NCERT class 6th also, where diversity and plurality is being spoken about. So social cohesion is very, very integral to Indian growth and also its social values. India is prioritizing social justice and equality, where everybody must get their right. But we do keep on reading about, discrimination, patriarchy, crime against Dalits, crime against women, and we also look forward to the government's initiative where they are actually taking steps to bridge societal divisions and promote cohesion among all and different sections. We have to think about that direction. Substantive democracy is also acknowledging diversity. Everybody is not same. We are celebrating Diwali, we are celebrating Holi, we are celebrating Chhat Puja, and so forth. So all voices are heard and valued. That is very important. And this form of democracy is also cultivating solidarity and enabling peaceful coexistence. But are really people living together? Are we having certain shared goals and such kind of big goals? Whether it is about opening of a new airport at Jewar, or whether it is about opening of new medical colleges. How we are collaborating? And again, an example is the reservation system in education and jobs, and policies like One Nation, One Ration Card, which is aimed to include marginalized groups in democratic mainstream and to weed out the wrong people. But my question to you is, which you have to write in 150 words to move forward, can affirmative action alone ensure true social cohesion, or does democracy need deeper cultural change? Please do think it's a very, very important question. Now let's think about stability, which comes with substantive democracy, and conflict resolution methods and mechanisms, because substantive democracy addresses the root causes of grievances. It is not a superficial process. It promotes inclusive decision making. You may not be part of the power structure, but government is willing to listen to you. It is reducing potential for social unrest and violence, so that everybody gets job, everybody lives their life in a merry and also in a happy manner. So peaceful mechanisms for resolving conflicts through dialogue, negotiation, and compromise is very important. Panchayati Raj system is empowering local communities. They are resolving disputes democratically, whereas Supreme Court is arbitrary in bigger constitutional conflicts. So my question to you is India's democratic framework strong enough to resolve regional and communal conflicts without resorting to state coercion? Or do you think there are so many ways where state becoming dictatorial and authoritarian? Do you really think so? Bring examples from the last one decade. So that is why when it comes to legitimacy and trust, substantive democracy enhances this. And it is enhancing people's trust in political system. Citizens are more likely to respect laws, and they feel like they are represented and they are part of it. They have got more depth, they have got more passion towards solving problems. For example, peaceful transfer of power from 1977's Janata Party victory to 2014's BJP majority. It is the legitimacy which counts. But the question arises, as some people say, with rising political polarization and declining trust in institutions as seen in the debates in parliament and other institutions, can Indian democracy sustain its legitimacy in the long run? Can really we become the world power? Do you really think so? Please write an answer to justify yourself. What are the challenges to substantive democracy if we think? Then influence of money in politics, corporate interests, which are very important, but we have to see in what way they must serve, and concentration of power in certain groups and hands. It is very, very important that they must be cut down so that inclusive governance increases. Political polarization, populism, erosion of trust in institutions are some of the examples. When we say political polarization, then we say that you are not allowing the opposition parties, you are not allowing those who are disagreeing with you to come up openly in the elections. Then how you will say that you are different from Africa, you are different from Russia, and you are different from other such countries? Similarly is the case of populism, that you are becoming self-centered, you hero worship is there, or a kind of a you become bigger than the government, bigger than the system. But global interconnectedness, which is there, decisions from one country can impact other country also. See what happened in Bangladesh, see what happened in Sri Lanka, see what is happening in Myanmar, see what is happening in China, what is happening in because of the Russia Ukraine war, what is happening because of Donald Trump and his tariffs. So Indian electoral bond debate which was there, it highlighted concerns about transparency in political funding, and global issues like climate change, about which everyday newspaper reads about. India's policies are being affected, and India is also getting ahead by bringing such policies which will help India to fight climate change. My question to you is, can India balance the pressure of money power, populism and global interdependence while it is still deepening substantive democracy for next coming 1 decade or two? Do you really think so? We will be able to bridge the path and we will be able to move forward smartly? Write down the question and answer and get back to me. So we will be moving to the next topics in similar way. Do keep on revising the previous concepts in order to score well and also to become successful and confident at the same time to attempt all the questions of all kinds in the examination. Thank you very much.